At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Acrisure Stadium. Today, a good one in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, a very happy new year to all of you watching this one. Joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, saying hello for the first time in the new year, Brock. And also, as we end another regular season, this our penultimate contest before the old NFL calendar flips a page and our postseason arrives.
And this is where you want to put your best foot forward to begin one year and end another. Your New Year's resolution. Start the calendar year off right and give all the effort you got. Empty the tank over these last couple of weeks. And in this regular season, playing the best football you've got in you.
Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Return coming from the 6. A decent one back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss. He was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week. And neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. In there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Can't you notice those amazing essays you wrote at Cal? That starts that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Now Borregales on to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. And at the helm, 2nd in passing yards, 1st in touchdowns in Division I college football history. It's D.Gabriel.
The biggest mistake you can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Set, ready, go! Blue 32.
Working from the gun. It's Gabriel. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Hut. Red 38. Set, hut.
Now here's Cam Scadaboo on the ground. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Hut. 33. Yellow. Ready.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Dump off to his fullback. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. He got a flag down. Think this might be a hold, partner. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. That's got to come back. I'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call.
Here we go. Hut. Go. Yellow. 22. Ready.
Gabriel here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
The Steelers and their running back about to get back to work. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season. Sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Driving games with a run by Johnson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On the ground again with Johnson. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Shotgun now on 3rd down. It's on target to Moore. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st. They send him left out of the slot. That'll be complete to Burks. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Let's go. He keeps it himself. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They're going for this. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to the vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They go play action on first. That finds Burks, complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. We get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
They'll throw on third and long. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Gallis connects. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Two drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Now Gallis on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. 49ers to the line. First and 10.
Ready, go. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Go. Set.
Here we go, second and 9. Jump off caught by his back. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go. Ready, yellow, 22.
In the gun, Gabriel. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
This game, Kate, that's his domain. He is prepared to reign over it with an iron fist. Not going to give his assignment any space and play tight man-to-man coverage. He knocks it away.
Hut, 50, great, set.
Second and 10 now. Dumped off to his running back. Get some space around midfield. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive.
10, what? Hut.
Rome back gets the handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. Cut out left. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
On the ready.
Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on 4th down. Back now, pressure on its way. Kittle makes the catch. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought it stalled out is going to carry on.
Ready. 33, yellow. Ready.
On first down, this is Scatterboo. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard
Set,
line.
go. Black 40. Set.
Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
The Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Drifting ever closer to their goal line as he winds up backwards to his own 5.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right, we talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
On third down, here's Johnson. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points. And their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score and they've got to continue to score, that is just fine. Because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well.
That's taken at the 15. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. The 49ers, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's been used as much as some of their top pass catchers this season. Look at this. He's sitting second right now among all NFL backs in receiving yards.
Come on, hut. 52 blows, hut.
They'll run here on first down. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
From the 46. Into the hands of Kittle. And we will not get any further. There's plenty of progress already.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking right side, it's Scatterboo. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Let's go. Yellow, 22, white. Green jack. Black shot. Hut.
Gabriel now. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Oh, he loves to do this. Kyle Shanahan telling his offense to stay out there, tack on 2 more.
Green. Trail, yellow. Hut.
He's throwing for it. They draw just the right throw, and we're tied.
Great touch on that pass. You really need 2 things. You need perfect timing and execution to convert a goal line fade. They got both of them.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. Jukes one defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw now. They sure came as all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
He'll throw it. They connect on the deep shot. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Dallas on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
49ers 10.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The 49ers and Ricky Pearsall headed back out on offense. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10.
On the set.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Set.
Gabriel setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Eric Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the 49ers. Facing 2nd and 5. From the 34. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
Black, 95. Beetle blue. Ready.
Gabriel here from the gun. Completed over the middle. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
All right, go. Set.
1st down, Gabriel. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Setting up the screen. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Ready up.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. 50, green. Set, hut.
Driving forward with Scannaboo. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Down. 52 blue. Hut.
I'll fake the handoff. Now Gabriel. Got a man. It's Mayer. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Looking from the gun, it's Gabriel. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 21. Hits his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Ready, ready. Set.
Gabriel now to throw on 3rd. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick to have that confidence built. That's important.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They got 1st and 10, Brock, with time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected. They go to the ground and stop this one off. Saw Wayne hit it quick. Call that a gain of 7. Nicely done. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It is Week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line, coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. Our trip around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And it's JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants. They're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. This is Malik Washington. You want instant offense? Try this one on for size. He makes the catch, and then watch him go. It's a catch and run of 86 yards. Touchdown. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the former Seminole, Trey Benson. He'll take this one in from 2 yards out. The Cardinals win it by 4, 24-20 the final score. With that, let's give you a look at the all-important playoff picture in the AFC here in Week 17. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
On to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The 49ers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Here's the long back on the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here's 2nd and 7. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Ball start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
Following the false start penalty, here's 3rd down and longer.
Let's go now. Hut, hut. 52 blue.
From the gun, Gabriel. Taking a deep shot here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got 1 hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Second down now, 7 to go.
And 7 at the 49-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Upton stout there defensively.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And no one had a shot at that. It's out the back of the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And they avoid a return on the play. This one bounces and gets out at the 25-yard line. So here come the 49ers on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
60 red. 60 red. Hut.
Running with Scannaboo. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Yellow, 43.
To throw now. Here's Gabriel. Hits him on the out route. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts are just so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
This one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Set, go. Ready.
Gabriel, 1st and 10. Buying some time right. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Complete. It's Bourne. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Go. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
Set. Hut. Set.
Gabriel to the air now. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. This game right here, partner, has been a really good demonstration of why they value this guy beyond his running ability. Look at what he brings to their passing game as well.
Yeah, tremendous boost for the offense and a tremendous nightmare for this defense.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Red. Let's go now. Ready.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Offense to the line for second down.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Hut.
Gabriel's going to throw it. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Rolling on third down, Gabriel. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, send that puppy through.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They get to Johnson to start this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Second and 13. State pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Third and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. Third and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Set. 10 black. Ready. Set, cut.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good for a gain of 5. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Ready.
From the 37. That's incomplete on second down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Ready. Black. Ready.
Looking to throw this one. Gabriel. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Set, cut. Set.
This is Scannaboo, left side. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
They got to run the ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the fourth. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. Yell, ready, go. Ready.
Gabriel setting up to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a fourth-quarter lead.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. And it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
All right, Brock, Gabriel and the offense staying out there, electing to go for 2.
Ready.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
60 red. Hut.
He's throwing for it! And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steelers offense headed out. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, they can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turn. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
Roll.
Another try following the sack. He's going deep. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Back to throw. Caught by Freiermuth. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Ready. Black. 95.
Down to the back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's 2nd and 11. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
The Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They've got first down from the 31. From the gun, Johnson. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get 13 on the pickup, and he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
They motion the tight end over. They'll throw on first. Johnson here on the dump off. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Room to run inside the 20. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They got 24 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Now running for the first time with Jay Warren. It's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now looking to throw. He's moving up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
He's back to throw. He doesn't slide down any pace for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
On first down, they'll run. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now. Set, cut. Red, 38. Ready?
Back-to-back carries here. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Black 40, cut.
From the 36. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So, shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for the...
Put the body on the line for his team. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
First down, 49ers.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Down. 60 reps. 60 reps. Ready?
Here's the handoff. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go. Set. Black. 95. Hut, hut.
First down, and they go right back to it. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Set, hut. 52 blue. Set, go.
On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. He finds space into the red zone. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Steelers 17.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Jukes out a 1-stop. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
Point after is good by Borregales. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Steelers 24.
Now this could be the game right here. Down a score. They need to get this ball back. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And a couple of teammates combine in there for the stop after just 1 yard.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. And this defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Ready up.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Set.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Come on, set. 50, green. Ready.
Setting up to pass. Dumped off to his running back. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. He bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Completed over the middle. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
14 yards. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
And now he gets it stopped with a spike. 14 seconds remaining. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Get it right through the middle of the field. And then all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you, too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning. This offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 17. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the 49ers. And it's the rookie, D.Gabriel. He's going to look deep and find his receiver. 30-yard touchdown. The 49ers get back to 500 at 8-8. They get the victory here in Week 17. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants. They're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. This is Malik Washington. This will help the old stat line. He's going to make the catch and realize, I don't think anyone's going to get me, and they don't. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Buffalo Bills. And oh, look at Chuba Hubbard. Looking for a hole, finds one, and he hits the turbo. The Panthers send their fans home happy as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it. 1 week remains in the regular season. Can't wait till next weekend. Until then, Scott Hansen saying goodnight from all of us at EA Sports.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
Kickoff moments away here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, a pair of NFC West teams face off. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Purdy, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance to tune up before they play on into the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly, well, this might be the last time they ever put the pads on. So leave everything you got out there and do everything in your power to go get that win in this final week.
His return starts at the 5. Juke the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former 3rd overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend.
Free up the middle, it's a breakaway! It's some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Now Darnold off the play action. On the right side, no one has it. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 4. One for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down. Get a look now at their key inactives for this game. Obviously not a list they want to see too populated at any points this season.
But you'll hear teams say this, rightfully so, Kate, all the time, every weekend. There's a reason we've got 53 guys on the roster and another bunch on the practice squad. Because injuries, they're inevitable. So when somebody ends up on this list...
There it is! Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on the opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation with your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
They'll try this extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. And at the helm, second in passing yards, first in touchdowns in Division I college football history. It's D.Gabriel.
I think we could give them a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things follow.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bit bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Short pass brought in. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Ready. 60 red. Charles red. Ready.
Gabriel here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. We got the football block, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Oh, it's an interception. And he makes the let's go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. The 49ers and their running back about to get back to work. And as it stands, he could close out this season as the league's leader in receiving yards out of the backfield.
Here, cut. 32.
Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. It's on the turn, ball's out, he lost it. The Seahawks pick it up. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, they're going to give you a shot at it. Push that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now an inside give to Walker. Escapes a defender. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play fake, Darnold. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Dumps it off to his running back. And he will not get them to that marker. That's all he can do is get back to the line. 4th down. The decision is to take the 3. Out comes the field goal unit for this try. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Kid, I call that a win-win in the first half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead. But you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Thrown back, it's the handoff. And they limit the damage just to 3 yards on that gain. To the ground by Nick Eamon-Warring.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It's caught. Pearsall has it. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
And the 49er.
Here we go. Set. Red. 38. Set.
Driving forward with Scatterboo. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Hey, these DNs love to get out to the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Yellow. 22. Ready.
From the gun, Gabriel. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say.
He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers cut the lead down to 10. Trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. to really create some indecision now defensively.
This is Walker on seconds. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Gets this to Fant. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Secures this at the 17. And a nice return out of them. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Ready, go. Yellow, 40 seconds.
Here's Gabriel, 1st and 10. We've got a screen to the running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Working from the gun. It's Gabriel. Balled in by Moore. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
It's now 4th down.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Our score, 17-7. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. And with less than a yard to go here, and they're leaving the offense out there. He's keeping it. He's going for it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop her at the line. No gain.
This game of today, Kate, in so many ways is so different than the game I played. That's a call that I can close my eyes and still remember. All you do as a QB is just look. It just takes a look. If the big guys up front say, give me a push, I'll do the rest.
And they make this stop, we're going to say about the 37-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was merely room to add even more.
From the 37. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a pickup of 11, and it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Set.
Here's the long back on the handoff. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop in. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Here we go, set. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Gabriel. This one's caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Ready.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers face a 4-point deficit. George Kittle, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers cut it to a field goal game.
49ers 14.
Set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. And not only has he reached the century mark in receptions this season, but it's good enough to sit him among the league's leaders in that category. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He's got time here. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
2nd and 10. Darnold. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
He lofts it deep left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You never ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Michael Dixon on the punt. They'll start from the 39. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Let's go now. Hut, hut. Set.
Running with Scannaboo. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a 49er 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Ready, set.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll mix the catch. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Gain of 20. 1st down, San Francisco.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. And it's the 49ers with a 1st and 10.
Right. Set. Hut, ready. Ready. 45. White. Ready.
Bone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
33.
Gabriel now. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Pinheiro's kick is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Unable to find Jalen Knoll with that one. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their 1st. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Running back sent in motion left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
First down 10 at the 28-yard line.
going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Down. 60 reps. 60 reps.
Here's Scatterboo. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
Back, red, cut, go. Yellow, 22. Check, cut.
From the 24. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
He just throws this one away. So now a timeout for a player who's shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season.
A 41-yard attempt.
Piniero's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Piniero on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. Going on first. Here's Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A pickup there of 39. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Gets him on the end route. You won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch, so it's going to be a completion to the 25.
Seahawks.
Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And again, it's Darnold. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. He'll try and run this. And he covers up after a nice gain right near that marker. Going to need a little bit more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing from the gun here. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. Now Darnold, 4th down. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
Go. Ready?
He's back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. Jump off caught by his back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. So So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott
Our
Hansen.
tour around the NFL starts
report.
now. We begin at MetLife Stadium. The New York Football Giants at home to take on Tampa Bay. And this is Baker Mayfield. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Bucs are in as the division champs. They finish off the regular season in style. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Cleveland Browns. And it's the Browns QB on target with that one. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Browns come away with a victory. They win by 6. Lastly, let's get down to Miami. The Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And this is Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Pats will be the #1 seed in the playoffs. They finish off the regular season with the victory. With that, a look at how things stand, the playoff picture in the AFC as the season draws to a close. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. This makes it up to the 25. The 49ers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
33, yellow, ready, go!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
On the set!
1st down, ball at the 36.
Let's go now! Yellow, 22, hut! Ready!
Back-to-back carries here. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too. And here's a list of players they are missing for this contest. And as we all know, the longer the list, the more their chances of getting a victory are affected.
This right here, Kate, this is where a team's depth is tested. You don't just need ones in this league. You don't need 22. It really is 1 through 53 in that entire practice squad. And for some of these depth guys, you never know. You never know when your opportunity is going to come to catch some eyes and earn a bigger role in the future.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Ready, go! Ready.
Off the play action. Here's Gabriel. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped it clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap it clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
Another try following the sack. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Blue, 32. Hut.
Looking from the gun. It's Gabriel. He's trying to push the field. This is caught inside the 15. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Red, 38. Ready?
On the ground, it's Scannaboo. That play good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards. They've just done a very successful one.
And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
10 black. Ready?
Gabriel now to throw on 3rd. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
Seahawks 17.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go, set.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Up down by Fred Warner.
Kid, I was on the field, a young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Set. Set.
And off to Walker from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Has room down the left sideline. Keeps it moving. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks start the 2nd half with some needed points. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got one. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yeah.
You know, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find paydirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. He fields it from the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The 49ers and Ricky Pearsall headed back out on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Yellow, 43. Ready?
They'll run here on first down. That run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
33. Yellow, cut.
Gabriel here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for 7 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Let's go now. Set, cut. Yellow, 22. Set, cut.
On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by Luke Woolen.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Ready. Set, go. 45. Right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Gabriel. He rolls to his right. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go. Good. Slide through. Set.
From the gun, Gabriel. Has it downfield, working the left. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
Seahawks 44.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive begins with a Walker run. And he drives that plug backward on a gain of 4. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man. And you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
We're going to start.
Man in motion here. 2nd and 6 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And the Seahawks,
First down, ball at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Walker now from the gun. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Only one quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. From the 42, he finds Fant. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
First down.
Now Donald out to play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. They're on him again. He goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. From the gun, Donald. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, it doesn't keep him on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Here we go, set.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now motion him out of the backfield. 1st and 10, Donald. Pressure comes, he's taken down, the 49ers got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Catch made underneath by back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
He's running for it, and this one doesn't go far.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
They needed a few things to go right to make a comeback. And the first one, well, you had to. That was not a want to. That was a have to with that field goal. Without it, tough to imagine overcoming a 2-score deficit, Kate.
The 49ers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And what we saw in the first half wasn't an anomaly, partner. They kept throwing it to him as we worked throughout the rest of this game, and the results have been just as good. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Come on, set. Set. 60 red. Hut.
Alone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Down the sideline to the 45. Down the sideline into the red zone. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead.
Kate, with these great running backs, you know that patience is so often carry to carry, one of their great traits, but also over the course of the game, just waiting for their opportunity to explode and go finish it as he just did.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage Seahawks team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Walker on first down. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Connects with Fant. And he's stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Play fake, Darnold. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 10.
41. Seahawks, 31.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Red, 38.
Driving forward with Scatterboo. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Yellow, 43. Red.
From the 37. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st to 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout.
First down.
And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Set.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Still has room inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Seahawks ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down.
Go side.
Throwing here, Darnold. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's brought down at the line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Moving is Darnold on 3rd down. Jukes one defender. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. And again, it's Darnold. Throw left side, complete. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Here's 2nd and 5. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 10. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
On 1st down, Siskanabu. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
Come on, set. Hut.
On 1st down, they'll run. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a 49er 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Here we go, set.
And a 49er
Yellow,
first down.
43. Ready.
Another carry for it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The 49ers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead.
Seahawks, 38. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Jukes out of 1 stop. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Pressure coming for Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Now Darnold falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think that time the defense was thinking a run play was going to come out, right? Actually, most of us probably thought that was the right call. Still, wasn't a problem for them to adapt and get into coverage and force now a 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They take a knee here, and that's going to close out the regular season with a victory. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season, ending things on a good note and getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments that make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Seattle.
The playoffs are set, and it's going to be good. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen here with your weekly recap for Week 18. Lots to get to. We start in the Pacific Northwest. The Seahawks at home to take on the 49ers. And this is the Niners running back. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 46 yards, that's a touchdown. The Niners will be a part of this year's playoffs. They get the victory here in the regular season finale. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills as they host the New York Jets. And it's Josh Allen. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is the visitors' running back. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Ravens come away with a 17-10 victory. So now the regular season comes to a close. It's on to the playoffs. A little bittersweet, admittedly, but we thank you for joining us on this journey. Scott Hansen saying good night from Orlando.